Greetings, I am Lies and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are getting into the thick of it.
We've been getting into the thick of it for a while.
It's true, but we're about to delve into maybe the thinner of it because we're trying to go to the astral realm.
I know! We're trying to thin ourselves out, get a little elevated here.
Yeah.
If anything happens, just reach out to his raw magic and search for your body. You'll snap back to it.
Also, just reach out with your magic. Nadia, I know what that means, I guess.
Also, I was about to say, it doesn't help because it sounds like our character knows nothing about magic in this route, so...
The character just isn't very talkative with their own internal monologue to themselves.
I know! This magic isn't like going to another realm. Except it is literally the Arcana realms, and we have said this before. But while you're between worlds, you want to be able to interact with each other. Which we've never really... With either.
So there's apparently you're in this realm. There's a sandwich in between realm, and then the Arcana realm.
Is that where the little dog character Scout basically wandered us between?
I think so, but it wasn't very clear in the other route that there was an in-between world at all. But basically, think of the worlds as an ice cream sandwich, and you can get lost in the ice cream.
And then, so you're saying that the realms themselves are the cookies on the outside? Okay,
I am.
Delicious, tasty.
You'll be a ghost.
The fact that Muriel knows so much magic in this one, like, just implied, is blowing my fucking mind.
It's wild, especially, I don't think he learned it from Astra, because Astra doesn't talk about magic.
At least not to us!
Not directly. Not to the person he's taught it to.
I'm so stressed out about that. That means It's fine.
It's fine.
Muriel looks like he'd love nothing more than that right now.
To be a ghost. Bye. You needn't worry about us. We shall have each other.
Except that
as ghosts.
Cannot...
With magic.
You don't have magic, Nadia. What you have is a prophecy ability, which doesn't necessarily make you magically inclined.
Nope, totally. It's all magic. If I can magic, I'm magical. Magic is a skill, though we haven't said so in this route. Anyone can learn it.
Right.
Right.
Except the fact is you've never tried.
Forget all of that. You're here with me, and you don't explain things, but you'll take care of it.
Yes, of course. I'm really happy about that. Corazon deserves the best, and Nadia, you're the best.
I love the pause of just, that's your answer. I'm really happy about that.
That's not an...
Yes!
Of course! I love that it's like both Corazon and Astra have this yes response to shit. Astra, yes! Corazon, yes.
It's so good though, honestly. It's like you clearly were raised with this person. It's fine. It's great. Thank you. I do try.
No, you're just either are or you are not.
No, you are not Yoda. I try.
No, you just are the best. No, I try. Nadia, that's actually
what I mean is,
well, I try.
I've put in the effort. I'm so glad you've noticed that I am actually the best by trying.
Right.
She's saying she gets there by trying, that's all.
Yeah, I did it. Choo-choo. Everyone shares a smile. Before we all settle, expressions growing serious.
Muriel smiles with everyone?
Yes.
You're kidding! Why would he do that?
Everyone! Muriel.
The terrified. Please don't hurt me smile. Please don't talk to me. I'm here. Yep, we're fine. Everything's fine.
It's more like the smile that you use because it's actually a threat. Okay. It's because... So, other animals in the animal kingdom do not smile. They bare their teeth in what is an approximation of a smile, except that it's usually aggressive. Because teeth are bad things. So, which is why actually some animals, including, if some people wonder why, I've run into some dogs that get very anxious when you smile at them with your teeth. I've actually even seen a dog bite someone in the face because the person kept smiling at them with their teeth, going, "Hi, this is the dog," and the dog kept licking their teeth trying to stop them, and then finally it bit them.
It's going, "You're just trying to fight me."
Yeah, exactly. Going, well, because the dog was like, "I'm submissive," and then going like, "You're going to attack me," and so I fought first.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that happening with a little kid. It sucked, but it was just like, that actually happens because animals don't have the smile language with the teeth. Yeah.
Right. Everyone shares a smile, and I'm astounded that Muriel joins in when he just wanted to disappear and crawl into the floor a minute ago.
I know! It's time for the ritual to begin.
Excellent.
Nadia and I lay down in the middle of the circle and reach out, holding each other's hands.
How do you know to do that?
Because clearly it's happened off-screen with Astra describing what we need to do.
And thereby directing, like, not Astra directs us to lay down.
I think this would be fascinating, honestly, to have Astra walk you through this. But again, the only reason I can come up with of why we see so little of the other characters, even for Astra going, hi, this is how stuff works, blah, 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 whatever, is because they're afraid that you wouldn't be interested in your love interest if you saw the other ones more often.
Which is weird as hell.
I
don't know that that's actually the case, but it just, I mean
that's what it reeks of to me.
I don't have any other theories.
Yeah. I stare up at the ceiling, listening to the soft droning of Astra and Muriel's chat.
I want to know what the ceiling looks like. You describe every room the first time you see it. What does the ceiling look like, dear?
I know! I'm
It's
also
very
like, how are
important.
we holding hands like this?
Well, you don't
Like
know.
we're laying in the circle and are we holding hands like this?
You could be
Are we holding
beside
hands
each
like
other.
this?
You could be like beside each other.
No, but like, I want to know.
Oh,
does
what
that make
area?
sense?
Yes.
Well, how are we arranged?
Like, okay.
Are we head to
Are you
head
head
and-
to foot?
Yeah, head
like,
to
are you side by side, head to foot kind of thing, holding hands upside down?
Right?
That'd be cute.
Yep, because I'm like, you're in a circle, so
Right.
it has to be smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I don't notice it at first, as the color slowly seeps from the world.
Shoop.
It's not until I look down at my feet and see my body resting there that I realize it worked.
Because you can't see in color as a spirit.
I was looking at Muriel, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell because the black and the white skin.
Spirits are colorblind, it's okay.
It's okay. Realize it worked. Nadia's form is clear beside me, still vibrant and beautiful. Somehow that means that I completely missed it. It's okay. But looking at Astra and Muriel is like staring through rippling water.
Black and
also,
white, rippling water.
Sepia.
Yes. No, just sepia actually has a yellow and gold tone to it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
So yeah, there's black and white, sepia tone, and full color.
Right.
So this is specifically black and white.
Mhm.
You monochrome. You can call it monochrome.
Monochrome.
That's a use your
Hi.
vocabulary.
Can you hear me? You're on the other side now. You're so dear to find Lucio. Just follow your intuition.
That's terrible. My intuition.
So
Yes.
Nadia for both of us.
He was speaking only to you.
just her.
Just you. You know that thing that they call, like, honestly, I'm like, you should have some kind of fucking token. I know you don't want to wear anything of his at all. And like, we don't even know if wedding rings are a thing in this area at all.
Nope.
Like, it's not a culture we know about.
Yes.
I say, but if she had some sort of let me relate this to him and look for that.
As far as I know, really, with rings in general, rings, I'd actually, at least, diamonds are specifically, a thing thought up by the diamond industry.
Oh, yeah, I know
it wasn't,
that one.
yeah, but I'm
I
like, I don't actually know.
But there have been symbols of marriage all across the world forever.
Yeah.
I just don't think rings
And,
were
people change their clothing styles, they wear
I say,
specific
I'm just like
colors.
her. I'll tune my attention to the sound of ultimate dumbassery and follow that.
Amazing.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, I just followed the sound of complete dumbassery. And
And
just
there you are.
Yeah, totally. Nadia reaches out and takes my hand. It's the only solid thing in this room now, because apparently we stopped holding hands. A strong connection between us. Because we were literally just holding hands, we laid down in a circle.
When you floated up out of your body, you stopped holding hands for reasons.
I don't know why.
Reasons.
Reasons.
Uh-huh.
I have very good not reason. Okay. Then she smiles and activates her mark. For a moment, nothing happens.
And I activate my mark. Ta-da! She goes to a magical girl transformation.
on the floor, rotates, vibrates. Music crashes in from nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Sparkles,
Sparkles,
this
glitter.
is new.
And then the
Nadia,
mark,
I just
whoosh.
came up with it.
I just decided it would
Isn't
be
it
more
like-
fun that way.
And you're like, didn't you say that this was difficult to do? Gave you headaches? It had what is going on?
I'm also just like, she really does just know how to activate her mark now that it's appeared the one time. And then she just activates it in the, hidden room. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, what is the deal?
I don't understand. We also, again, have a character that literally doesn't want to ask questions about it, so who knows?
Or even posit in their own mind.
Like,
about
that's the thing I think that annoys me the most walking through these stories, is going like, your character really has no interest even in their own love interest. It's just about looking at the character, and they look attractive, and they give you ideas for things that could have possibly happened, or just go, well, you think about it. And it's like, you're telling a story! Why wouldn't you fucking just tell the story?
Also, if we're in the character's head, they're basically telling themselves the story.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't it be like, I keep getting distracted thinking about Nadia, or I'm concerned about her, or she activates her mark. I wonder where she learned how to do that.
Right?
Kind of thing. I wonder if that's a memory from when she used to have, connection to this. I wonder where the mark came from.
It's just, it makes it feel so
Again,
freaking empty to me.
The MC in both of the routes we've played is not a curious person. They're completely incurious, which is weird, because to learn magic, you'd think you'd need to be curious since it's not very common and it takes a lot of work.
Right.
But their behavior about everything suggests, even magic itself, incuriousness. They just don't like to ask questions. And that is just a personality. I don't know if it's a personality they wrote on purpose.
I think
it just happened because they were trying to write a blank character for you to put yourself on. But, like, I'm an extremely curious person. I ask questions.
Well, and I'm also like, you have a first-person perspective. You're right, you have to write a character anyway. So what you've written is something that is so aggravating to interact with. Because let's say this is actually all just the character, and they are literally so fucking blank, even in their own head, to themselves, and just make decisions about stuff that they don't even think about, but they suddenly go, oh yeah, I was thinking about that. You know, in that way sometimes where somebody will bring up something, you go, oh, I was thinking about it. You're like, no, I was. And then you correct yourself, and you're like,
no, I wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
I really wasn't.
I just thought about it only when you just mentioned it. That's not having a thinking process.
Yep.
All right. And then crimson floods my vision. It drips down the walls all around us, thick and congealed. Perhaps it is blood.
Could be. Can't say blood.
Then it slowly disappears from the walls, and before us, bloody hoof prints appear on the floor, leading out of the room.
Oh, well, that might be a thing to follow.
Aye.
Can you both see them? Do you care to ask?
Who
It's
knows?
fine. Did she see the dripping crimson as well? Do you communicate?
As they move further away, the prints closest to us disappear into nothingness.
Well, I guess it's one of those things where you better follow quickly.
Yeah, very much.
Well, I think it's quite clear what we do next.
Hand in hand, we follow the trail.
Blip. You going, I'm not stepping on those.
The palace is completely silent as we glide through the halls. We pass muddy faces, but none of them notice us. It's that airbrushed out face.
Yeah, it's
that's
that,
so common.
the blurred, sort
Gosh.
of softened.
It doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just like, gosh. Okay, a man in a peacock costume walks right through me, and I feel nothing.
A blurry, muddied man in a peacock costume.
Mhm.
Sorry. There, around the corner.
And like again, I'm like, you are making seriously strong assumptions about people's gender constantly. A man in a peacock costume. What makes him a man?
Not a person.
What is a man?
Again,
When you live in a world that supposedly, according to some random comment by Nix
Twitter
Hydra,
canon.
it's a Twitter canon moment, as it were, with air quotes, where they're just like, this is a post-gender world. Then
why do we have so many? Why
why
do we
keep gendering?
Also, so the thing is
How do we
again,
gender?
We're going to run into it again and again. Nobody has ever gendered anyone wrong, as far as I know, except for the whole non-binary sister or sibling. I don't know. I'll say, but in general, when you meet someone, no one ever genders anyone's wrong, right? Ever. And so there is an indicator in here of how to tell. We, the player, just don't get to have it.
Yes, which is...
So in world, there is clearly a distinction between he, she, and other.
Right.
And you know whether to call them him, her, or they.
Mm-hmm.
And
or
know
if you use
instantly-
interchangeably he, they, or she,
and you know
yeah.
instantly upon meeting them, but we, the player, don't know what that cue is.
Yeah.
So
A trail of crimson slipping out of view, leading out of the palace and into the maze.
dun 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 dun.
The stillness of the gardens puts me ill at ease as we turn deeper into the foliage. We chase the flash of red around corners, past great stone archways, until we finally emerge in a clearing.
Like a clearing in the garden, like the one
yes.
clearing the garden has.
Yes.
Okay.
A fountain. The
fountain.
fountain, actually. A figure paces back and forth in front of the marble, muttering to itself. When it hears us approach, it lifts its head, eyes flashing. But we don't get to see a figure, because we have to be kept in suspense. It's probably just the goat.
I would say it's always a figure, but then we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Lucio.
Lucio. There you are, coward.
Question, what are we doing when we fight him?
Yeah, that's a good
What
question.
weapons do
What's
we have?
our plan?
What's our skill? Well, if we said we were going to kill him,
Oh,
how do we
Nadia
kill him?
said she would kill him. It's her plan.
With what?
It doesn't matter. She doesn't have to tell you. She knows.
She also suddenly has magic killy powers?
Has knowledge of how to kill a spirit in the spirit realm. Apparently, yeah.
Okay, like, I've been wondering about this quietly, since she's going, like...
If she just knows how to activate her mark, and she just knows that the person that she saw long ago through the gate, but actually saw in person in their place, one time and a bunch of times, that they are one of the Arcana, and that she did go to another realm, and how that sort of thing works, then surely she can just know how to kill someone who is a spirit in the spirit realm.
Okay, fair. But his eyes go right past her, fixing on mine instead. A wide, twisted smile spreads across his face, and a low, whining chuckle rumbles from his throat.
Whining. I just want him to sound like Draco.
I kind of want him to as well. Yeah.
I've been waiting for you, Corzell.
He snaps his fingers, and my whole body lurches forward, stomach clenching in pain. Because
Non-stomach.
suddenly, Lucio knows how to do extreme amounts of, quote, magic.
It's fine.
Especially to the magician.
Yes, but we're only an apprentice. We don't know how to anything.
My
It's fine.
whole butt. I'm so What's happening to
He also knows how to sell things and bargain with things that aren't his.
Yes.
I'm still like, Nadia should totally pull the card of devil. You don't own him. I do. I married him.
Right?
It was a disgusting, despicable thing, and I like not to think about it, but in this one case, it will be useful.
Yes. Also, though, it's really interesting. Like, I know you could be something like, I'm the one who chooses to kill you, but I also get to decide what your death is for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a way you could be like, I grant you to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, somebody who's still alive?
Right, I was like, and you could totally sacrifice someone in the name of someone you don't own.
Yeah.
Killing them dictates ownership.
Yes.
I had enough possession of you to do this much with you.
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
that's the ultimate,
just
like,
the
autonomy murder,
going,
basically.
you know what? I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I'll pledge you 1,000 lives. You don't have them right now, though. You had to go get them first.
Mm-hmm.
And him being like, okay, well, what if I didn't go get them? And what if I just said, well, they're out there. You can have the first 1,000 you find. My word.
Uh-huh.
That's what it sounds like what Lucio did, basically, of going, I'll just pick people that are around me and say, you can have those.
Mm-hmm.
How does that, anyway.
It's fine. What is happening to me?
Aw, feeling a bit out of it.
I drop down to my knees at Lucio's feet. Nadia rushes forward to my side, arms wrapping around my shoulder. I love the fact that this whole time,
Nadia did nothing.
Nadia did nothing. That's very funny.
I've seen you! There you are, you damn coward! Now let me stand here and watch Corzone get magically floated over towards you.
Or jerking forwards, or looking really strange, or no connection at all to suddenly your love interest, as it were, jerking forwards to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like,
Also,
whoa!
he's not looking at me, he's looking at my love interest, and I don't stand in the way like I did last time.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
just watch.
It's for drama, because we need to
okay.
have things happen. I also
You're okay.
arms wrapping around my shoulders.
Corazon! Corazon! What have you done to them?
Lucio cackles, the sound strangled in his throat, and lifts a hand to waggle his fingers at us.
That's all I've got for strangled cackle. I'm just taking back what's mine.
Because his body has to come back, that's all. That, like, I imagine, like, in both routes, it sounds like we have to,
But he has to return briefly.
Yep.
I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows?
He disappears before us, still laughing mockingly.
Imagine he takes over your body where you are. Astra sitting there watching, Muriel sitting there watching. Suddenly, Corazon turns into Lucio. Both of them, well, pin him down.
Yeah, unless you're gonna tell me that, like, I just don't get it. I'm like, why is Muriel is so much more like kicked puppy the more that we've been like around him, and I just don't understand it. Because my response would be, for what I know of what the archetype he seems to imply, is that he would just be like, oh shit, I don't like you, but I'm gonna stop you. Like, you don't have any power right now because you're just a body on a floor. I would fucking sit on your ass. You know, you're not moving any point.
Also, or Astra just being like, good thing the ritual circle is also a binding circle.
Yeah?
Grinning.
Right?
Lucio,
Also,
I've got my body back! Runs into the edge of it, falls over.
Astra. Oh, did I not tell you?
Or did I do that?
Hello, I have not to tell you, but I say no.
You were stuck until I let you out.
Yeah.
Alright,
Still laughing mockingly.
Corazon, hold on. I'm taking us back. Stay with me.
Oh, this is actually
But
this is the weirdest thing.
the symbol?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No. So
What
this
is
is the first time we've never immediately tried to go to basically the non-realm in between the realms for the Arcana. We're literally still wandering around the party.
Yeah.
Remember that, like, in Julian's route?
We did do that, and then
Yeah, but
he
I'm
talked
like-
to Astra, and we.
But that was on purpose. This one is so random. Like, 'cause we're like, we need to go like, through the in-betweens, specifically with the realms of the Arcana, not just wander around the after-image or spiritual plane of the party. Does that make sense?
Well, that was kind of what I was going to say, is it's like, I thought we were supposed to go through the in-between realm to get to the other realm.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I misunderstood?
Maybe? But Nadia fades from my view, too. Her fingers slipping through my hand like water, until I'm the only one left. I weakly lift my head, looking around wildly for someone, anyone, but I'm alone. Actually, I probably wouldn't feel
I just
that
look
weird.
around.
Or, I mean, it could be depending on what the effect is. I wish you would just describe more your
The
experience.
emotional effect.
Rather than just going, and I weakly lift my head because I've been outmaneuvered somehow. I want more connection to this. Damn it.
I feel scared, I feel alone, not just,
I need to find my body. I reach out with my magic, searching. I don't feel it in the tower anymore, because for some reason, Astral, who is a seasoned magician, and also Muriel, who is the size of a titan, fucking don't do anything.
I mean, I would imagine if somehow your body vanishes out of the magic ring and schlorps to somewhere else, he would get up to do an action.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I find it very odd that, here you are in this place where I am, and now I can access your body to somewhere else.
Yes.
Like, why would you need to go to the fountain to move Corazone's body somewhere else?
I don't understand. Because in the other one, it made sense, because we were in that area, so that's
And he just took it over where it was.
Yeah,
he just turned it into mist and then moved the mist to where he wanted it
But
to
also,
be.
didn't he require, actually, that ritual that the
other guys did?
the courtiers had to do?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, it wasn't just... Okay, this is where I'm getting confused, because, suddenly in this one, actually, Lucio has been given an upgrade. He can suddenly do shit without the
devil,
the
because
courtiers.
last time the devil and the courtiers were involved.
Yes, they were. They were
And we
totally
specifically saw
involved.
the devil asking us if we wanted to do a slumber party, interestingly enough.
Yes.
And then taking
And
our
I
body
still
away.
want to ask that, what happens if you say yes?
I still want to know what happens if you say yes to a slumber party with the devil. I have so many headcanon thoughts. And if nobody knows what I'm talking about, please go watch Julian's Route, because, oh my god, the devil invites you to a slumber party.
Yeah, he basically does, for a while. Says, if you
For
give
one
me...
night.
One night. You're
Uh-huh.
like,
And, Nerd said no, because it sounded like a bad idea to go spend the night with the devil.
yeah!
But, other MCs may say yes, and I want to know what happens.
Yeah, right? I don't feel it in the tower anymore, but there, I can feel it, just on the edge of reality. I stumble to my feet and follow the thread.
Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, we're going back to the park, because
Yep.
you have to have the big, huge ballroom reveal. Again, I'm like, what does that mean? My whole brain is going, so where did it go away? How did you do this? How did Astra not go, hey, by the way, I'm like, do you not have, protocols for, hey, sometimes spirits try to take over your body, so I'm not going to do anything to protect your body or keep your body here just in case you get possessed?
Or the
Is
ritual
that not,
doesn't protect against possessions.
Right?
It doesn't. It just leaves your body an empty shell.
Right?
And a completely vulnerable empty shell.
For some reason, I'm like, if this is a thing you just know how to do, and you're not going to talk to us about it, and we just apparently know how to perform the ritual with Nadia, that sounds like actually commonly people just know how to do this, and you'd be
I have
like...
to say, the devil monologues way more than Lucio does.
Oh, yeah.
Devil is monologue-y.
Very monologue.
And will share all kinds of information. Lucio's just kind of an edgelord.
Yeah.
Kind of like, no, I just do shit. I'm not going to talk to you about things.
Right?
Mhm.
Which is
Kind of action in one way, actually.
Yeah, which is actually fairly useful for once.
After a fashion. All right, anyway.
The ballroom is filled with reveling partygoers, none the wiser. To what?
To what?
To what?
Huh.
What the fuck did that mean? Oh my god, okay. I spot the smoke rushing up the stairs,
What
but
smoke?
no one else seems to notice it.
The smoke suggests it's something we know what is and have seen.
Which probably means the mist from the last route. This would fucking not make sense. The smoke?
Like what smoke?
What smoke?
I
You just be
spot
like,
smoke?
I spot smoke,
Yes.
weirdly enough, that stands out because of a particular thing, like a color or a shimmer or something about it that seems strange, or it feels like me. Like, I wish you had more...
I'm like, what is the smoke? If you've only done this route, what is the smoke?
Yeah.
And if the routes don't directly parallel each other, which they don't,
Yeah.
this is a different happening than the other one.
Right.
Then what's the smoke?
I don't know. To notice it. Then, everything happens all at once. The double doors burst open, letting Astra, Muriel, Julian, and Nadia through.
Because again, the doors were closed. Reveling partygoers never want open doors ever.
Because they just left?
Well, the thing is they were all in the tower, I guess, and they ran down from the tower to here.
Why?
Probably following the mysterious the smoke.
Except the smoke is going up. Like, where
Well,
is
if
it
it's going-
situated
okay,
in the
so-
castle? No, it's fine. I'm just...
Imagine way out over here and up is Nadia's contemplation tower. You go way the fuck down and to where the ballroom is, and the smoke is going up the steps in the main ballroom to basically the display platform in the back.
Okay.
So the smoke went down out of the tower, assuming, we don't know any of this, and through parts of the castle, and under or through the doors to the ballroom, and then it's going up the ballroom stairs.
I'm especially annoyed because I'm just like, Asra, you know the devil is involved in some capacity, so wouldn't you... And also you said, the devil is a very tricky thing, because we mentioned that before, going like, so wouldn't you have, like, spells, counter things, other...
He seems very uninvolved.
Yeah.
He's just helping Nadia do exactly what she asks for. And nothing more.
This is my apprentice, whom I care nothing for. And Julian through. And Nadia.
Alright. Because again, tons of reveling party goers. No one would want to be going in and out. They're all just there or not there.
Because we don't know how to use a castle as a commerce center. Just as a flash of white lights the room, blinding me.
Whoosh.
When it finally fades and my vision returns to me,
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
There he is.
a man stands at the top of the grand staircase, descending like a returning god amongst his people.
Like a returning god among his people. Yeah, amongst would be better.
Yep.
But it works. Vesuvia, did you miss me? Did you weep without me there to protect you?
Lucio holds his arms out, resplendent in white and red. No, he's not.
I mean,
It's mostly white.
yeah.
Like, that is a significant amount of white. Resplendent in white.
I mean, there's as much gold as there is red, so you might as well mention the gold.
Resplendent in gold and red and white.
Yes.
And black.
Resplendent, showing off his naked chest.
Yes.
Resplendent in cleavage-bearing clothing.
The only thing clear thing
In a sea of
in
watery
a sea
faces.
of watery faces.
Though I recognize the watery faces of Julian, Astra, Muriel, and Nadia.
I love you pointing that out! Why can we tell who's banging into the fucking room?
Because
Very distinctive.
just because they're watery doesn't mean you can't see all their distinctive colors and shapes.
Right.
Yes. Just sort of like you can recognize a friend moving like in the dark or something because it's their pattern of movement, but also, or their build or what have you.
Right.
Or even out of the corner of your eye go, oh, that's so-and-so.
Yeah,
Which
then.
certainly isn't in focus. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, your time for mourning is over.
His eyes slide past the crowd and fix directly on me.
I'm back. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look!
Convergence.
Book 16, Chapter 1. Convergence.
Are you convergence?
Converting to what?
Are you convergery?
Converging on him.
I'm just like, he's like, I can't wear an undershirt. I couldn't be bothered to find one.
Yeah, I would have said actually like he's resplendent in like white and gold.
Yeah.
That's what I would have said.
There's more gold than red, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry. I'm like, that is a nitpick. No, he needs
On the other
more
hand,
red.
he's wearing black thigh-high boots.
He
So
is.
from the distance, there's a lot of white and black more than anything else.
He really does look like a Gundam Wing character in it.
It's fine. He's gonna go get in his mech next. It'll be
He's
great.
gonna do it!
And then he would just he's gonna activate the castle, turn it into a mech, and go walk it away.
Alexander!
Yes, it'd be perfect. I'm back.
At first, there is shocked silence. And then, slowly, like an earthquake building, the crowd starts to react. Murmuring, then loud talking, then screaming and shouting. Some people cheer, others look horrified.
Okay.
Because
so some people
we
did like
talked
him.
about this last time, though.
Oh.
We thought that this was goofy. This didn't make any sense to us.
I feel like a lot of people would just be like, "What? I'm confused."
Right?
More.
Well,
than
I mean, we were also
anything.
like, why are they screaming?
Yeah, the
Like,
screaming.
we were like, what?
I say the screaming one is a little bit weird. Of going, what are you screaming about? Well, he was dead. Okay, that was 3 years ago. It'd just be like, is this a stunt?
Right?
Like I'd be like, is that a lookalike?
I really would.
Are you a cosplayer?
Also, though, I'd be like, did
Nice
Nadia?
costume.
Okay, we just had a trial for his murder. Did Nadia hire a lookalike? Is that poor taste or good taste? Is that fashion forward or is that really faux pas? Is it too soon? Look
Is
around.
it too soon? Too soon? Honestly, these people are not like just tired enough for me to be like, oh, I guess the Countess is an asshole.
I guess it
like
might
this is one of the worst jokes because it really did generically to me sound like most people fucking hated him. Period. If you weren't basically the courtiers, everybody else disliked him, which is the reason why I still do not understand in this story where like there's like nobody you get to know that likes Lucio.
I also want to know again, why screaming? What are we screaming about? I'm back! Ah! I'm sorry.
I need to pee!
What's happening? The doors are closed again, shit! Oh,
Others look horrified. Lucio grins wide, raising his hands higher as he finishes descending the stairs.
I did. Nice cosplay, man.
Yeah, it looks really good. Man, your impersonator is really good. Nadia?
Wow, you're cleaner than the actual one.
Oh my god, he looks more real. You know, the thing is you can tell that's not the real Lucio. He looks too much like him.
That's what I'm like, fucking hell! He walks right through my ghostly body and approaches Nadia. Like, that's, like, I admit, I would probably be a little unnerved, but I'd also just be like, nice, because the closest thing you could come up with would be like, nice costume, you know, or, did you hire a lookalike? Like, exactly, I would
Elvis
go
impersonator, yeah, absolutely. Honestly, though, with the whole, we killed Hulan, but then he's actually here at the party and, like, everyone knows kind of thing. And then just being like, so you bring Lucio back to being like, okay, this is an interesting political move, I'm curious.
Right? He walks right through my ghostly body and approaches Nadia.
And we'll have to see what he does with that approach in the next one!
Hey, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, interact with the video. It actually does a lot for us in regards to the YouTube algorithm. Please also feel free to go check out our Patreon, Ko-Fi, and our Twitch. We have some links in the description down below, and we would love to see you at any of those locations. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!